Alright, let's get into it. We're breaking down an absolutely wild episode of WWE Raw. With WrestleMania right around the corner, every single thing that happens, every match, every word on the mic is another piece of the puzzle. It's time to make sense of all the madness.
And this right here, this is what it's all about. This one line from CM Punk sums up what every single person in that locker room is fighting for. It's not just about winning a match. It's about being the main event, the final name on the marquee of the biggest show of the year.
So what we're gonna do here is take all the biggest moments from the night and actually give them some structure. We're gonna untangle all this chaos by grouping everything into themes. That way we can see exactly how the battle lines for WrestleMania are being drawn.
First up, let's look at the most direct routes to WrestleMania. You know, this is all about the superstars who went in with a mission and walked out with a golden opportunity. The ones who literally punched their ticket to a championship match by winning a tough fight. Two people in particular really stood out tonight, Jey Uso and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, they were in different matches, but they both walked away with the exact same massive prize, a spot in the brutal Elimination Chamber.
So let's start with main event Jey Uso. Man, he went through an absolute war, but when it mattered most, he hit the top rope, flew through the air, and nailed that signature Uso splash for the 1-2-3. A huge definitive win.
And you heard it right there from the commentary team. That says it all, doesn't it? There's no gray area. That win has an immediate and massive consequence. Jey Uso is officially headed to the Elimination Chamber, which puts him one giant step closer to WrestleMania.
And then on the women's side, you have Raquel Rodriguez in a very similar spot. She wasn't just fighting her opponent, she also had to deal with Kairi Sane causing trouble at ringside. But even with all that chaos, she just powered through and hit her finisher, the Tejana Bomb.
And yep, just like with Jesse, that call from the announcer sealed the deal. With that win, Raquel Rodriguez has officially locked in her spot. She is on her way to Chicago for the Elimination Chamber. Now, if you're not totally sure what the Elimination Chamber is, let me break it down for you. This isn't just some regular match. It's one of the most brutal, punishing structures in all of WWE. We're talking a giant steel cage of horrors, and if you win it, you get a championship match at WrestleMania. So the bottom line is, these wins for Jey and Raquel, they are a really, really big deal. Okay, so not everybody gets a clean shot, right? Sometimes the road to WrestleMania is messy. It's paved with bad blood and pure hatred. For a few superstars tonight, it was all about sending a violent message and leaving us with some seriously unresolved tension.
And things got heated, fast, starting right here. After Gunther showed some serious disrespect to his friend AJ Styles, Dragon Lee just decided to take matters into his own hands. He launched a surprise, blistering attack on the Intercontinental Champion. You can just hear the chaos in that call, right? This wasn't a wrestling match anymore, it was an all-out brawl. Officials had to literally flood the ring just to get these guys apart. And just like that, a brand new intense rivalry was born, right in front of us.
And that wasn't the only sudden attack. We had Liv Morgan in the ring talking about her journey, and then boom, she drops the mic and just unloads on the Women's World Champion. It looks to me like she just made her WrestleMania intentions crystal clear.
But maybe the most shocking moment of all was this one from Natty. After Maxine was accidentally knocked out cold against the ring post, Natty showed absolutely zero mercy. She just kept attacking a completely defenseless opponent until the ref had no choice but to stop the match. Honestly, it was pretty brutal to watch.
All right, so moving on from all that personal chaos, the night also left us with this one huge, lingering question mark. A challenge laid out for the biggest show of them all, just hanging in the air waiting for someone brave enough, or maybe dumb enough, to accept.
Paul Heyman walks out there on behalf of the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and basically throws down the gauntlet for the entire world to hear. He posed this very simple, but also terrifying question to the whole locker room. Who is man enough to step up and face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
And the rules? Man, they're terrifyingly simple. Heyman laid out an open contract. Any man, at any time, all they have to do is get in Brock's face. The only catch? The result, in Heyman's own words, is an ass-kicking of biblical proportions. So yeah, it's basically an open invitation to your own destruction.
And for our final piece of the puzzle tonight, we go from pure, raw intimidation to pure emotion. What started out looking a whole lot like a retirement speech for the legendary AJ Styles well, it turned into something completely different.
So AJ comes out and he starts with this line. And you know, in fighting, leaving your gloves in the ring, that's the universal sign for retirement. It means you're done. So by saying he didn't do that, he immediately made everyone wonder, okay, what's he about to say?
And then, man, he just let it all out. He looked right at that hometown crowd in Georgia and gave this incredibly heartfelt thank you. At this point, it felt real. You could feel it in the arena. Everyone thought this was it. This was a genuine goodbye.
And just when you thought you knew exactly where this was going, the story took a complete 180. This wasn't the end of the road for him.
And there's the swerve. It wasn't a retirement speech at all. It was a celebration. It was the announcement that the phenomenal AJ Styles is going to be immortalized. He's taking his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame. Just an incredible moment for an incredible career.
So when you put it all together, you can really see the WrestleMania picture coming into focus. You've got people fighting their way to the top, you've got these bitter rivalries just exploding, you've got a beast just waiting for a victim, and you've got a legend getting his flowers. So the real question is, with all these incredible stories heading for a collision course, which one is going to be the story of WrestleMania?